Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. We got Benz. You are the first one in here. Benz, you are the first one in here. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. I'm back. Peace, peace, peace. Yes, salutations, gratitude, all that good stuff. Peace, peace, gratitude, gratitude, family. I've been well. I've been good. I've been good. I hope you guys have been well. I hope you guys have been good. Gratitude. I see my moderators are in here. See my moderators are here. Gratitude, gratitude. All right. That's right, family. Y'all see the title. 2024, the point of no return. All right. 2024, the point of no return. We're going to talk about that. Now, you guys know I've been asked for the past few years in 2021, 2022, and even for 2023, I was asked, Brother Yosef, can you map out what's going to happen for these years? And I said no. I could have mapped it out, but I didn't want to. I didn't think it was going to be enough going on in the world that was really important to talk about. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, that's kind of when I come on YouTube now. It's kind of when I have something to talk about, something important. And I feel like this is important. All right. Yeah. So y'all remember, a lot of you guys remember. Brother Rich, what's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? What's up? You guys remember 2020 Year of the Master? You know what I'm saying? I dropped a lot of stuff in there. That was in 2019. I did that video, 2020 Year of the Master. A lot of that stuff came true so far. It was pretty much that 2020 Year of the Master was talking about what's going to happen over the next 10 years, right? And a lot of stuff I talked about was already happening, but a lot of that stuff happened in 2020. So I think 2024, family, is another important year where I want to come and just say a few things about what I see coming, what I think is going to happen in 2024, and what you guys can do to prepare. Y'all know me. I'm not a fearmonger. I don't want to just, tell you something negative. I want to give you solutions. And to be honest, I kind of don't have to say much because I done said so much already. You know what I'm saying? I done said so much already. Right? Y'all got 3 to 4 years of solid information. Solid information. You can go back and study it. I was just looking at my old video, biological transformation of the future. All you see is a test, right? All you see is a test. Is a good one. Those are live streams, right? But YouTube took down a lot of the bangers too. They took down a lot of videos that could have helped a lot of people. They just took down the video I really liked. It was called man, I can't remember the name of that video. They just took it down though, like 2 weeks ago. But either way, I give thanks, right? Because whoever was supposed to get it was supposed to get it. And then I do have a plan in the future on giving out a hard drive, a small SD card or something like that, small hard drive of my information for the future. You know what I mean? That people can have, because I do save my videos. All right. Um, Also, my videos are being uploaded as we speak to Rumble. Right. So I'm pretty sure after about 1 or 2 hours after this video is over, it'll be on Rumble. I think I'm Brother Yosef on Rumble. Right. So yeah, family, we're gonna talk about it, right? 2024, the point of no return. Why did I call it that? Because we have come to a pivotal point in history and in our world where if you're spiritual, if you have made it this far on earth as a spiritual person, don't even think about looking back. Don't think about going back to the church. Don't think about going back trying to save your family. Keep going forward. That's where we are now. It's not time to be looking back right now. It's not time to be wondering. What you should have been doing with all these videos I gave y'all information is preparing. Right? Preparing. Preparing is important, family. I want to say this too, for all the Key Over the Solid Key members. If you're on the Mighty Networks now, you can do your donations on the Mighty Networks now for the Square. We can go right to Square and do your donations. We're not doing them for a little while, y'all. We had to go to Cash App because we was trying to move some things around. Finally got it done. So now you can go right into Mighty Networks and make your payments. But also, so I want to say these things before we move forward, y'all. Anybody looking to buy a medallion, right? You're looking to get your medallion. I'm going to be out of town all next week. So if you buy a medallion, you won't get it until I won't be shipped out until I get back. Okay? It won't be shipped out until I get back, family. So I just wanted to put that out there. I shipped a bunch of stuff out today. I think one person just bought something this evening, a medallion this evening. And I'm going to try to get your medallion to the post office tomorrow. If not, you might not get it till I get back, family. All right? So, yes, I wanted to say that, get that out the way. But all the tribal members, make sure you go to Mighty Networks and look up the, get with us on there. Let me just be clear about this. The tribal member network feed. That's where you want to go to. All right. That's where we got information. I do live streams in there. I already did live streams in there. And that's where we got it going on. More So Knowledge TV it has just put the donation links for donations. I don't think you even have to be a tribal member to give a donation. If anybody want to give a donation, if I'm not mistaken, you can give a donation. So yes, thank you, brother. So let's talk about it, family. Right? I like to call 2024 the John the Baptist year. The John the Baptist year. Why do I call it the John the Baptist year? Right? Why do I call it the John the Baptist year? I call it the John the Baptist year because John the Baptist, if you pay attention to John the Baptist, family, John the Baptist was the one in the Bible that kind of prepared the way for the new change that was coming. That change was the Christ energy, right? John the Baptist knew there was going to be a Christ energy that was coming on the planet. And we're just using that to represent a great change coming to the planet. And he was the forerunner. Okay? John the Baptist was the forerunner for Christ, for that energy, right? 2024, the reason why I call this the video the point of no return is because the year 2024, y'all, will be like a forerunner for all the change that's going to happen. Mark my words, next year, I'm telling you guys things at pivotal points for a certain reason, right? Y'all remember when I dropped the video, the rise of the matriarch energy, and then 2 weeks later, Roe vs. Wade and all this stuff started happening with the women and all that. Yeah. That energy still rise. Great Big Mama's still here. She's still doing her thing. That energy ain't going away no time soon. You know what I'm saying? No time soon. But, and we're going to talk about it all tonight. We're going to talk about it. Let me write this down too. And I want to talk about this. So 2024 family is a John the Baptist year. It is a year where the way will be prepared for everything that's coming, right? Everything that's coming down the pipeline. 2024 will be the year. You're going to see robotics take off next year in 2024. Just like AI came out of nowhere. I think AI started hitting the scene like last year, right? Early this year or something like that. AI just like Chat GPT just came out of nowhere, right? You're going to start seeing all this robotic stuff just boom. It's going to be a tech boom. All this stuff is going to start happening next year. Things are going to start it's going to start making sense next year. Some of you guys are going to go get more fearful next year because you never prepared for anything, right? You didn't listen when I was telling you to stack this and do this, and now all of a sudden a new virus done hit the scene, and new virus done hit the planet, and you ain't ready. You're not ready for the new virus. You're not ready for none of this stuff that's hitting that happened, right? You can't protect your family, right? You're not spiritually grounded. Most importantly, right? You're not spiritually grounded, right? This is the time for preparation. This will be the John the Baptist year. And what do I fully mean by that? A lot of people are going to make their move. They're going to put their flag in the ground. They're going to make their move this year towards great change. If you guys didn't know, the World Health Organization and the World Economic Forum pretty much came out a few months ago and said that we're speeding up the 2030 agenda. We're speeding it up. You know, they're speeding up the whole 2030 agenda. That means the time that you thought you had, they just changed the whole game up on you. So you don't have a lot of time. I'm not saying the end of the world is coming. I'm saying that what I see, and I told you guys this before on YouTube, what I see that's going to happen is we're going to go through a little period of darkness. We're going to go through, and what I mean by darkness is we're going to go through some rough times in this country. It could be all next year, whatever it is, right? We're going to go through some dark period. I don't know how long that period going to last, but 2024 is the year, is the point of no return. I don't know how long the dark period going to last, but we're going to go through a dark period, family, very soon. And this dark, and I've been telling y'all this for like 2 years now. But we're going to go through this dark period because the so-called, getting the jab and all that, that wasn't the end of it. That was a test. That was a test, right? So you see, somebody just brought up BRICS. So you see BRICS happening over here. You see talks about CDC, what is it called? CDCD, CBCs or whatever. You got talks about the cryptocurrency. You got this talks about the economy. You got talks about the housing market. You got talks about wars and rumors of wars happening, right? Wars and rumors of wars, a great distraction happening. All these distractions are happening to throw you off. And instead of preparing yourself, people wasting time. All right. I even heard thank you, brother. I got tongue tied. Thank you. CBDCs. So, preparation is everything, family. Let me tell you guys something that is 100% truth. And I want you guys to remember this. Sometimes, not all the time, I get an opportunity to talk to people who just died. They just went to the other side. Right? They fresh into the spirit world. Like I said, everybody's not talkable because they don't even know they're dead. They're just, and one of the biggest things that people say to me, the number one word they say on the other side, they regrets. They tell me what they regret. Yeah, I was talking about the World Health Organization, family, and the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum. They tell me they regret, family. That's the number one word I hear. Oh, I regret I didn't take care of this. I didn't do this. I should have did that. I want you all next year, y'all, while you're preparing, see, it has to be a balance, right? You don't prepare in fear, right? People who prepare in fear are people who are doing it at the last minute. They waited to the last minute, didn't want to listen. They scared to death, they preparing, right? I want you to be prepared, but at the same time, live your best life. Live your life. So many people tell me what they regret. And let's be talking to them. Oh, I regret I never traveled to Arizona. Simple stuff. I regret that I never went down to, went to go visit my mother. She was in the next state over. I regret that. I regret I never told my children I loved them. Right? I regret I never went to Africa. Whatever it is, right? I regret I never built my own farm. I regret it. I didn't even try, right? I regret not getting married, right? I regret not being a good person. I was an asshole all my life. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff I hear. Regret, family, is the number one thing that will bring you back to earth. Regret. Because a part of you want to go back and fix it. A part of you want to go back and fix it. We're on this road, y'all. We're on this road of spirituality, and I'll answer some questions too. We're on this road of spirituality, this path, y'all. It's not about the destination. It's not about getting there. It's about what are you learning along the way on this path? What are you learning? What are things are you picking up? Are you getting stronger, or are you getting weaker on this path? Right? And I'm not talking about left-hand path, right-hand path. I'm talking about just the spiritual path, period. Are you getting stronger or weaker? Right? Have you balanced your earthly self and your spiritual self? Are you not so spiritually high, earthly good? Some people still deal with that. What do I mean by that? Some people still don't watch the news. I'm too spiritual to watch the news. That's what it's Some people too spiritual to watch the news, right? And then when something happened, they run it for their life, right? Some people too spiritual to pay attention to certain things, right? Because you think it's negative. You're thinking about it from one direction. I watch the news for strategy, family. They make a move, I make a move. If you have a family and you're a man and you don't watch the news, shame on you. Shame on you. How you going to make the right moves in life and play chess with these people? Because it's all a game. I can't say that enough. How are you going to make their correct chess moves if all you do is read books and you don't watch what's going on in the world around you? You live in a world and you don't watch what's going on around you. You don't have to watch it all day, but at least watch it for an hour and see what's happening in the world. See what's happening in your city, right? So you can make the correct moves, family. Because all this stuff that's getting ready to happen in the world, all this change, doesn't mean that you're supposed to stop living. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to run and go live in the mountains. Live life with no regret. Live your life with no regret, family. Please. That is the number one thing I hear when I do talk to people, what they regret. It's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. I regret. And then I know they're going to have to go back and try to fix what they regret. That regret is a trap. No regrets. I don't care what you did. Maybe you messed up. Maybe you did something that's going to give you some bad karma. It is what it is. Right? Try your best not to do it next time. Or try to fix it. Right? Try to create good dharma for yourself. I'm going to do some more talks on this path of light that we live. Right? I'm going to do some more talks on the so-called right-hand path. Because people think it's weak. I don't know what they're talking about. Nothing more powerful than true light. That's a fact. We're going to talk about that in another video, though. I'm not going to get started on that. Because right now, we need the light. We need true light. That's a fact. It's enough darkness on the planet. We need true light right now. All right? So 2024, family, is going to be a great year opportunity for people, but the demons will run rapid next year. And a lot of things are going to be exposed in people's lives. There's going to be no more room for faking and shaking. No more room for that. Y'all going to see what I mean about that. No more room for faking and shaking. And that energy is already starting to happen. Y'all heard about what's happening with P. Diddy? I don't even have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't have, y'all see what's happening, right? Karma. And also, y'all, next year is a number 8 year. Number 8 deals with karma. Number 8 deals with finances, right? Number 8 deals with those things. So people are going to be getting blessed. It's going to be a lot of blessings next year for people. A lot of people are coming to their own next year. But man, a lot of people who've been hurting people, a lot of people who've been talking crazy, is going to get a lot of karma next year. It's going to be sad, y'all. Sad. It will mark next year is going to be the marker. Y'all mark my words. It's going to be the marker, y'all. Now, I've been hearing this thing about the so-called internet shutting off. It seems like every TikTok video, every Instagram video I pull up, everybody's talking about the internet shutting off, right? The internet. Brother Yosef, I'm hearing they're going to shut the internet off. A solar storm is going to hit the planet, and the internet going to shut off. See, some of you young bloods never lived on this earth without the internet. I just celebrated my 43rd birthday last Saturday, right? The internet didn't come out till I was 14. I remember, and some of you guys on here remember, the years, right? I remember the years where cell phone, what's that? We had pay phones. You might have had a beeper. Right? All the dope boys had beepers, right? You might have had a beeper. But cell phone, you didn't really see that back when I was growing up. You might have had a payphone. Payphones is everywhere. We didn't have no internet back in the day. And we lived just fine. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, people got together more. There were more family events. There was more family reunions. Right? So I could care less if the internet shut off for a couple months. But at the same time, family, this is important because what you don't want to do is, especially for people who live off of internet, live off the internet, they live off of YouTube, they live off of maybe you got Amazon stores or something you got online, or you got to start thinking of other streams of income outside the internet. Just in case it's down for months, what are you going to do? Now, if you've been listening to Brother Yosef, you would have been stacking silver, right? You've been stacking silver for years now, right? You've been stacking silver for some years now, and the internet go down, everything going bad, and your family need to eat. What if you had a piece of silver that you can cut in half, or break off a piece of silver and go down the street to the store and get this man a piece of silver for some bread for your family, for some fruits and vegetables for your family, because you got silver? Who ain't gonna take it? Right? Who ain't gonna take it? Some of y'all haven't jumped on the silver yet. I've been telling people about silver for years. It's real cheap. Get on a silver wave. I got gold too, get the gold, but the silver is so cheap right now and it's highly undervalued. So when it do become $600 a coin, $500 a coin, I have faith in a lot of stuff that Robert Kiyosaki say, because he's been right about pretty much everything when it comes to this economy. And he just keeps saying it's just a matter of time before silver takes off. Just a matter of time, family. So get rid of your regrets, family. Right? Because you're going to have to face some demons next year. Your vibration got to be high. Everybody going to face them next year. Right? That's all part of the play. Demons are not here to destroy you. They're here to make you stronger. They're here to make you stronger. All right? Demons are not here to destroy you. They're here to make you stronger. That's what you got to understand, family. Stop looking at negative times and bad times like it's bad. No, bad times come. They're building blocks. All right? They're building blocks, family. If you guys have some questions too, I'll answer some questions while I'm talking. I'll answer some questions while I'm talking. I'll probably be in here for like an hour, y'all. Brother Yosef, how would you be able to go to the astral plane and have a knowledge plug? That's a good question, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you have to have your consciousness to the point where you can wake up in your dreams. If you can wake up in your dreams, you will meet people that literally live in the fourth dimension. I've met people that live on the other side after they died. They were magicians, you know. Some of these people, well, all these people are spiritual. You know, they aren't just regular people. Regular people come back to Earth. But I've met some magicians, spiritual people who have been living in the fourth dimension for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. They live like gods up there. Right? They know how to feed themselves energy. They have thought forms that work for them. Right? Yeah, these people created thought forms when they're alive. And in the actual plane, the thought forms work for them. I've met people like that. Right? And the cool thing about being in the fourth dimension as a spirit is that you can see things before they happen. So wars and things that's going to happen, it happens first in the fourth dimension. So yes, I have 2 or 3 people that I talk to once in a blue moon, and they give me a lot of information. Right? They give me a lot of information. All right. And I build relationships with my higher self, of course, my God self, angels. Well, one particular angel. You know, I've only met my demonic self once or twice. Right? Had to put my foot on his neck. You know, that's that. But yes, it's very, very possible, family. But you're going to have to learn how to control your ability to awake in the fourth dimension. You have to control that. And it can take years to control it. But the harder you work at it, the more you work at it, the better it gets. Whatever you got to do for it, family. I see the trolls are right here. Welcome back. Welcome back, Yosef. Oh, I hate when I do that. Let's see. I'm going to answer a few questions. I'm going to get back into what I was talking about, all right? Question, is the higher self the subconscious mind or in the same? No, the higher self is not the subconscious mind, but your higher self can talk to you through the subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind is pretty much connected to everything. But it is not your higher self. It is not your higher self. When a person transitions into the fourth dimension, do they live as their former physical self or as a new being? If you are a regular person, you look just like you look. If you were really sick, say you died from a gunshot wound, you're going to still have that gunshot wound when you get to the other side. That gunshot wound, no matter where you got shot at, your head, your chest, you're going to have that wound. All right. If you die from a sickness, you're going to still have that sickness when you die. Still going to be attached to you. So if you died of cancer, you're still going to have cancer when you die. That energy is still going to be attached to your astral form. So that's why feeding our ancestors ancestor money, giving them offerings, giving them food and water is so important because you help them. You help them remember. I've seen the ancestors take the energy and rub it on their face. Right? It turns into energy for them. It's energy. Right? Sometimes I wonder, in this world we live in today, y'all, it is so much mental illness. So much mental illness. Like, I think about when I was a kid, you didn't see a lot of people have mental illness. Today, it's a lot of people with mental illness, right? And, some of these people, God bless their soul, they walk around homeless. And sometimes I try to put 2 and 2 together in my mind because the way the homeless walk around It's the same way that new, fresh people who don't have really no spirituality, it's the same way they walk around when they first get to the other side. And you can see people are from different timelines, right? Different dimensions, but they walk around. Sometimes they walk around holding their head, or they walk around like holding the part that hurt still, or they walk around looking like they have mental illness, like they're walking around just eyes big, just trying to figure stuff out. And I look at the homeless people on Earth, and I'm like, I wonder if that's like a reflection of that in the spirit world. That's crazy. But that's pretty much what it's like, y'all. So you know how you go to Walmart and it's a homeless guy walking around the parking lot, he asking for money. Or you'll see the one guy sitting on the side, he talking to himself. He might be shooting rice in the air, doing something different. That's kind of how it is. It's kind of how it is, family. And if you have more spiritual energy, you will be younger. You will have you will look younger, and you will have you can do a lot if you have spiritual energy. But you pretty much look the same. Is narcissism right hand path? Pretty much, yes. It's a path to deal with the inner Christ. All right. Let's see here. I saw somebody. Let's see here. Where'd it go? I saw a question somebody had in the super chat. Now I can't find it. Okay, here we go. How do we prepare for potential spiritual war? How do we prepare for a potential physical war? Well, if you don't have an army, family, it's not much you can do. Okay? If you don't have an army, it's not much you can do. That's the first thing to think about. The only thing you can do is protect you and yours. I'm not sure what you fully mean by a potential physical war. Do you mean like on our soil or something like that? I don't think that'll ever happen. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of countries have the potential to do that, but I don't think it'll ever happen. So I'm not fully sure what you mean by that question. I understand how to answer it. How do we prepare for a potential physical war? That food, clothing, shelter, basic stuff, basic essentials. But I'm just not sure if you live in America or if you're talking about in America or another place. All right. Why do I sweat heavily after meditating for a while? It's usually because your Kundalini energy is rising. Your Kundalini energy, when it rises, you get hot. Brother Yosef, what is down in Antarctica? If I could tell you, I wouldn't tell you. And yes, I have actual travel with the Antarctica. Some things I just, I wouldn't talk about. The truth, at least. And I don't want to lie to y'all. But I've done videos and I talked about the inner earth and stuff I've seen. What appears to be the inner earth. You know what I mean? I've talked about that, family. What is classified as left-hand path magic? That's a very simple question to answer. I don't know if I want to answer that question. All you gotta do is go get a left-hand path book. You can literally get books on the left-hand path. You can get a book that says left-hand path, and it'll tell you. It'll tell you what the left-hand path magic is. What's your advice on someone just waking up? Go look at my video. I just woke up. Now what? I did a video on here, family. It's called I Just Woke Up. Now what? That is an important video for people who just woke up spiritually. And that has all the questions you need right there, family. There's a whole video based on that. So I just woke up. Now what? See, I did that video because that's what happens. People come to me like that. Yes, please don't ask questions about Brother Panic or Bobby Hemmett. I'm not answering no questions about that. I answered a lot of those questions in the last video. Let's see here. Let's look for a good one. Well, let me get back to some stuff I was saying. It is imperative next year that you stay away from negative people. It is imperative, family. The demonic forces will be on the planet heavily next year. And they're going to be affecting all these negative people to hold you back, to stop you from reaching your goals, to stop you from reaching your destiny. Right? Because some people procrastinate. They know what they have to do spiritually, but they wait to the last minute. They procrastinate. Very dangerous. Because then you're in panic mode. You're in survival mode. Right? You're panicking. You're trying to survive. You're trying to figure it out. Please, if you got negative family members, negative friends, and you spiritual, what are you doing? It's going to come back to haunt you next year. That one negative friend is going to put you in a bad situation next year. I promise you that. That one negative place you like to visit is going to put you in a bad position. Try your best to stay away from negative people, places, and things. I was just talking to my Patreon the other night, and I was telling the people that back in the day, when I was in New York, upstate New York, this is one place I like to visit. They had incredible food. Upstate New York is known for something called garbage plates, right? And a garbage plate is either hot dog, hamburgers, macaroni salad, and home fries. And then what they do, they mix it all together. It's called a garbage plate. And some places, there's one place I used to go to had the best in the city. Like, they were really good. But every time I walk in there, it's the wrong energy. And, at first you kind of don't know it because you've been going there for years. But as you evolve and grow spiritually, your spirit starts messing with you. Like, you shouldn't be here right now. Right? This energy, the energies don't feel right no more. It ain't that you scared. It's just that you start feeling sick to your stomach. That's how I feel. I don't know about everybody else, but when I'm around real negative people or negative places, I get sick to my stomach. Right? I get sick to my stomach. So I had to give that place up. As much as I love the food, I had to go find somewhere else because I didn't want to be around negative energy no more. That's what I'm talking about, family. The places you like to go, it might be a gas station you go to. Whatever it is, stay away from negative people, places, and things next year. Very important, family. So next year will be a year, family, that will set the stage for the rest of our time on Earth. It's going to be a very pivotal time next year, family. Like I said, I call it the John the Baptist year, the year that's preparing the way for the rest. However long you'll live, it's preparing the way for the rest of that. Technology, extraterrestrials, that's still happening. Right? I told you guys 2 years ago that as we go deeper into this fourth dimension, we're going to interface with ETs. Told you guys that. And we still are going to interface with ETs. Some of us already have, we just don't know it. So they definitely here. Right? So it's going to be blatant, though, eventually, just a matter of time. I can't tell y'all the date and when it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Just keep your eyes open. That time is coming, family. All right, I got some more super chats here. Please, stay away from negative people next year. Stay away from negative people. When our spiritual teachers transition, when our spiritual teachers transition, can they help us evolve spiritually? Yes, they can. If you have a deep enough connection, you put this spiritual teacher on your altar, they can help you. If they were spiritual teachers themselves, they can help you. Yes. Thank you all for the donation. I'd rather y'all give the donation to that link I put down there. Brother Yosef don't need a donation, but I'm grateful for it anyway. Right? Grateful for it anyway, family. But I guess you guys have to do it like this, or I wouldn't see the question. So, why do I keep seeing light ships in the sky? Also, is altar work, sun gazing, candle gazing, constantly enough to ascend in the afterlife. If you do sun gazing the correct way, when the sun is rising or setting, or candle gazing the correct way, yes, if you do it for many years and you do it consistently, it can help you ascend. There's no way you cannot grow. I don't care if you just do candle gazing, you're going to grow. You're not going to see it probably all the time, but you're going to start noticing subtle changes. And as those subtle changes happen, family, everything will change. I believe in my heart that one of the things that grew me the most was sun gazing. I worked at a security job where I had to open up at 6 o'clock in the morning at a garage. There's a garage called Mortimer Garage. And I used to climb to the top. I used to walk up to the top of that garage every morning and watch the sunrise. I did this 5 days a week for a little over a year. No, about a year. I think I did it for about a year, about 12 months, 11, 12 months. And it's funny, y'all, because I'm working on a documentary, right? I'm working on a documentary. In the documentary, I go back to the place I worked and talk to the guy. When I told him, I said, hey, people are going to start dropping dead all over the planet. That same, within 10 minutes, somebody dropped dead right in front of him. Now, how did I know that? I knew because I believe it was the sun. I believe the sun turned something on in me. It really did. It turned something on in me. So I definitely recommend that, family. I definitely recommend that as one of the spiritual practices. Have you ever used any books from the Gallery of Magic? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is that a website? I'm not sure what you mean by that, family. Brother Yosef, I did shrooms and started to feel like I was moving as I laying down. I felt like I was flying through the clouds. Do you ever think I was on the cusp of astral travel? You could have been. If you take mushrooms, you're going into the astral plane. That's a fact. You're just going in there a different way. You're entering the astral plane a different way. You're not going in through sleep. You're going in through your soul. Yes, because you can also enter the astral plane through your soul, if you didn't know that. It's called the interverse. Like you can, this is what the shamans did. They call it journeying. They journeyed into their soul and was able to enter, they would get their spirit animals and all the stuff. They would enter into the astral plane through their soul. Through their soul, family. How can you be able to be a great provider for yourself, your lover, and soul family on all levels? That's a good question. Let me read that question again. How can you be able to be a great provider for yourself, your lover, and soul family on all levels? Become the best version of yourself, family. Find your passion. I've been saying that for years. Some people don't know what their passion is. That's not good. Find your passion and work towards it. Because first of all, that's what's going to make you happy. It doesn't have to be spiritual. I think that's some people get confused on that. Like their passion has to be spiritual. You can add spirituality to your passion later. Maybe your passion is basketball. Well, become the best basketball player and then leverage that by using your fame in the future to teach spirituality. You see what I'm saying? There's a time and a place for everything. If Michael Jordan wanted to come out right now and be a spiritual teacher, people are going to a spiritual school. They're going to want to know what Michael Jordan knows. Why? Because he's famous. Basketball has taken him to a place in his life. Now he can utilize that. People like Jim Carrey, they're doing that right now. I think Jim Carrey got Buddhist classes. He's teaching this Buddhism and all this stuff. So find your passion, family, and work on that. Right? Work on that passion. The passion is going to keep the fire going inside of you. So it's going to make you want to hustle. It's going to make you want to keep doing what you're doing, family. Okay? Hello, Brother Yosef. Where can I find real twin flame information? That's hard to find. Everything online is fake, and I need help from it. Thank you. I got my twin flame information from word to mouth from a spiritual teacher. Some of the best information you can get, family, is oral traditions. Sitting in front of a shaman, a teacher, a guru, and just soaking up the information and having them break it down to you. Something that they were told from their teacher years back. So yeah, family, it's hard to find that real information. But if you seek, you can find anything you want. That's something I realized in the spiritual path. Anything you want to find out, all you gotta do is keep looking for it. Right? And it will appear. So I can't tell you a solid twin flame book that I could think of. Because some people will tell you everybody's a twin flame. I just don't agree with that. And that's my opinion. I believe you have soulmates and you have twin flames. And soul groups. I may have missed it, but the info for your tribe website. You can go to newlifetoolstribalministries.com. Just go to Google and type in New Life Tools, newlifetoolstribalministries.com. Let's see here. Brother Yosef, Indra, I live in a 585. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to you, fam. I was just up there last month. Shout out to you. Brother Yosef, what is the meaning of dreaming about babies? When you dream about babies, babies and dreams represent possibilities. They represent the birthing of something new, a new idea. So when you see a baby in a dream, the baby represents ideas, a new idea that you're bringing into the world. So if you're holding a baby in your dreams, it's not that you're about to have a baby, it's that you have an idea that needs to be birthed on the planet. That's what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you. That baby represents a realm of possibilities. Some of y'all sitting on y'all, you're sitting on your talents. You got to put that out there, family. Can you explain what's the 9 dimensions all the way up to 12 dimension? I did a video called "Who Are the Key Players on Every Dimension." All right. I'm not going to pretend to even understand the 11th and 12th dimension, family. Once you get past a certain level, right, you go into the overworld. I'm pretty sure a quantum physician somewhere can explain it on a scientific level. But it won't be able to, trust me, you're not explaining it on a high level. Like you put Dr. Delbert Blair in a room with a scientist, Dr. Delbert Blair will probably explain something on a deeper spiritual level to get you to understand than a scientist would. And it's all science, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. What if our coworkers are negative? Do you suggest finding a different job? Yes, I do. Now, if you got to work around these people every day, I will find a new job. I won't want to be there. Especially if it's a job I don't plan on staying there forever. I won't want to be there. All right. Yes. Get away from negative people, man. That's one of my practices. I don't care if you're family, friend, if you're negative, I gotta get away from you. Gotta get away from you, family. This is an interesting question. Is there a link between transgendered people and ancient hermaphrodites? Not really. Not really, family. No, and I'll just say that. I'll just say that, family. No, there's not a link. Not that I understand. If an Orisha appears in my dream twice, does that mean that he's my spiritual father? No, it could just mean that the Orisha is curious about you. He wants to work with you. All right. I never worked with a lot of beings in a voodoo pantheon, but the main one I worked with was Baron Samedi. He came to me one day. I don't work with him anymore. We had our time together. We worked together. I haven't worked with Baron Samedi since 2016. All right, 2016, 2017. That was our time. Sometimes some deities will be curious about you like that. And they just want to get to know you. Believe it or not, it happens. Is there a spiritual reason for miscarriages? Miscarriages are more of the beings canceling their contract before they come down. So when a person has an abortion, they cancel the contract for that person. But sometimes the beings who's supposed to come down, right? They start to come down to earth, but what happens is they cancel their contract. And there's a miscarriage. That's what happens with miscarriages, family. That child or that entity cancels their contract before they come down. Maybe they'll come down again later. And I know that's a hurtful thing, but that's what happens. It's not the mother's fault, or anything like that. It's something that happens. So I want you guys to understand, like, I don't be on YouTube a lot because I wanted to be. I'm gonna do more live streams so we can answer questions because I see you guys love the Q&A. But I don't come in here unless I have something to talk about. Y'all have 3 years. And I challenged myself. I said maybe I go back and just drop information, but I don't want to entertain. I don't want to do no entertainment. I want to really, when something needs to be said, I want to say it. In the meantime, y'all can catch me on Patreon. Y'all can catch me in the tribal stuff. I'm always, doing stuff over in those places. But YouTube, yes, in the future, I'm always going to be on YouTube, but I may not be in here as much. But I'm always come back and check in with the family. All right. So this is something I just felt like I had to talk about because you guys are going to see it for yourself. 2024 will be a year that you won't forget, just like 2020. 2024 will be a year that you won't forget, just like 2020. Just remember that, family. And all I could do was say prepare. I slept with Hidden Night Crystal. It took me to a weird scene of celebrity couples SM room. The room was dark and they had on black. I wrestled myself awake, scared. Why did Hidden Night do that? Hidden Night does a lot of things, but you have to ask yourself the question, family, when you put it under your pillow, did you program it? Did you clean it? All crystals should be cleaned and programmed because you don't know who was touching that crystal before you had it. All right, you don't know who was touching it, family. So before you think about putting any crystal under your pillow, always make sure that crystal is cleansed and programmed for you. And if you do that, it won't reveal any negative thing like that to you. All right. Which month in 2024 do you think we will see change? People want dates, right? They want dates and times. I think you will see change all through 2024. Mostly right about, the March time, March, Marchy, April, right? But you're going to see change, family. And some of the stuff is going to be scary for some of y'all. I'm not scared, y'all. I'm just too prepared, right? It is what it is. If me and my family got to go live somewhere and on the land somewhere, it is what it is, right? If me and my family got to chop wood and survive, like I'm ready for that. Got wood. I already got wood in the garage. You know what I'm saying? If it get cold and the power go out, I got lights. Like I'm ready. I got food stacked up in the house. whatever it is. And then at the same time, spirituality is still the thing I do every day. Still waking up giving thanks, still waking up being grateful, having gratitude, right? Still waking up with this spiritual mindset, still living spiritual principles. That never stops. It's the point of no return. There's no going back to a regular life. If you spiritual, do not think about turning around in 2024. It's going to be a big mistake. If you spiritual and you go back to church in 2024, it's going to be a big mistake, family. Do not waste your time. Go forward. This is the time to go forward, family. Don't worry about when the change is coming. I'm telling you what's coming. I said 2024 is going to be it. We're not going to talk about what month and what day and what time. 2024. Prepare yourself. That's what I'm telling y'all. And then move accordingly, family. All right? I've been wanting to do this video for like 3 days. I just been too busy. So I said I'll do it now before I have to travel. I come on here and do this video. Let's see. Let me see. What kind of question is this? What is the spirit of a woman that only chases married men? I don't know. I don't know. What do they call it? Jezebel or something like that? I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. The spirit of a woman that only chases married men. That's not a good woman. I tell you that. That's a devil right there. She coming to destroy. You understand? That's destruction. That's dark energy. That's super negative energy right there. And if you got a homegirl that do that, you better stay away from her. Telling you, and the reason why I'm saying that, y'all, everybody about to get back what they've been putting out. Next year is gonna be the year. It's gonna be sad. So what I'm really saying is, you can see a lot of people leaving here next year based on the things they did. The good times are coming, y'all. I can promise y'all that. But we got to get the bad stuff out the way. The good times are coming. I'm telling you. Good times are coming. But I'm also telling you that bad times are coming too. Get prepared for the bad times. Let's get this bad time out of the way. Let's prepare for the future. The future is not going to be bad like y'all think. Some people think we're going to be living in concentration camps. No. That ain't going to happen. Right? I don't have a problem with technology. I say this all the time. I have no problem with technology. It's just that I don't want technology controlling me. And that's what the elite do. They use technology to control the masses. But why not just create technology to heal somebody's body? Right? To give somebody information that they don't have access to. I will take that type of technology. Right? I will take that. Do you have to program a Leia crystal? No. But Leia love mantras. They love mantras. So they have mantras that you can use to activate it on a higher level. Leia comes activated already, but you can activate it to do other things on a higher level. Because you got different grades and classes of Leia. Okay. Brother Yosef, in the context of a Patreon consultation, is the topic of twin flames something we could dive into? Of course we could. It would greatly help me. Absolutely. Absolutely. And my consultations, which I only do for Patreon members right now, y'all. So I only do consultations for Patreon members. We can talk about anything you want. I'm there to help. Anything you want to talk about, family. You know, I'm there to help, family. All right? So I don't want you guys to worry about that. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready and get off of here. I promised my wife I will only be here an hour. Okay? I think Qigong is very powerful. Somebody asked me what I think about Qigong. I think it's very powerful. Speaking of technology, the Meta and Apple virtual reality glasses arrive in 2024. Yes, they do. I wonder what else is arriving in 2024. Why couldn't they put them out this year? You ever think about that? Get ready. Jupiter next year, family, is going to be doing a lot of stuff. You know, when Jupiter comes around, family, it empowers, it expands the energy. Jupiter expands the energy. Jupiter is going to be doing a lot of stuff next year. I don't want to get deep into astrology, but astrologers know, right? Get ready, get ready, get ready. Just remember, I told y'all, 2024 is going to be the year. If you stay focused and you stay positive, it's going to be a great year for you. You're playing around, hanging around negative people, still doing negative things, you're going to get it. You're going to get it bad. You're going to get it bad next year. And the reason why it's happening like that, because everybody's about to be tested. That's really what I'm trying to say. Next year, everybody's going to be tested. It's the number 8 year. That's Saturn. That's Saturn, family. Saturn going to give out a lot of karma next year. Next year is a number 8 year. A lot of people this year, so many people woke up spiritually. So many people woke up spiritually and finally left the church. They finally came into their own and start waking up spiritually. This year, number 7. Next year will be a year of karma. All the stuff you've been doing, when those number 8 years come around, people get it back, man. You've been lying and spreading rumors and doing things, causing ruckus. You about to get it. Out of the blue, you just get sick. Out of the blue, you fall and break your leg, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get it. So start being positive and stop all that negative stuff, family. Whoever's doing it. Yes. Now, Snoop Dogg stopped smoking. That's hard to believe. That's hard to believe, family. That's hard to believe, family. Wow, I wonder why tonight I got so many people in here. It's probably because I did that year, 2024, right? So yeah, family, just to cover it again, 2024, y'all, is the point of no return. After this year, you're going to know better. You're going to know you can't go back. Okay? I like to call 2024 the John the Baptist year because 2024 will set the stage for everything. For everything, family. Right? You got to change the way you do business in 2024. Y'all ain't heard of the Corporate Transparency Act? Yeah, some of y'all still rocking with LLCs, which is cool. You can still use LLCs, right? But if y'all don't know, the Corporate Transparency Act is stating, you better cough up all that information about your business. Cough up all that information about your business or we'll put you in jail. We give you a $500 fine. See what I'm saying? So the way you do business is going to have to change next year. Right? The type of friends and family you have got to change next year. It's the point of no return. How you live your life next year is going to set the stage for everything else. Don't set the stage for everything else, family. All right? Very important. That's why you hear so many people talk about tribing up now. Tribes. Right? I was just watching a thing where they got all these churches now that are moving to what is that place called? The Ozarks in Arkansas. Right? They had this whole community where all these churches got together. It's like 7 or 8 churches. They bought like 100 acres of land, and all 7 or 8 churches living on 100 acres. Because of what they feel, these are regular Christian churches, Baptists, Antioch. They just living out on this land. They all different races, but they all living together on this land as a community. People about to do some Amish stuff. Everybody tribing up, getting together. That's a fact. Can you explain the metaphysical meaning of skulls? Yes, skulls represent enlightenment, Skulls represent the ancestors, right? Jesus was crucified on a hill called Golgotha. Golgotha means the place of the skulls. He-Man calls on the power of Gray Skull to get his power. The power of Gray Skull to get his power. Gray Skull is a black man with dreadlocks. They just showed that on the He-Man TV show. So Gray Skull is his ancestors, right? So, but also the skull represents enlightenment, a level of enlightenment, right? But I would say mostly, if you look at it, you could look at it as the ancestors, right? So that's the metaphysical meaning of a skull. So Jesus was crucified in the same place where his ancestors was buried, the place of skulls. Golgotha, a hill called Golgotha. Yeah, people who born on that number 8 energy, absolutely. It's going to be a very good year for you, a very important year. 2020 was one of those years, y'all, where what you did in 2020 mattered. I decided in 2020, I said, it's time to, it's time to start a website. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you want to do. Times are changing. 2024 is the year you got to get with it. Yes. So in other words, prepare. Exactly. Like I've been saying for years, prepare. But like I said, y'all, if the internet cut off and you make all your money online and you ain't been stacking no silver, like I said, you got how you gonna take care of your family? Right? Because they talking about putting out the crypto and the CBDCs next year. So cash is about to be, if you got physical cash, it's about to be done. All right? Yeah, you're supposed to be setting up trust right now for your family trust, all that. Make sure your family's straight. And if you got to do it by yourself, then you got to do it by yourself. Some people got families that don't want to hear none of that. That's cool. Then you got to do it for yourself then. But yeah, it's the Ozarks. Y'all can go look that up. That's the a place in Arkansas. A lot of people moving out to the Ozarks. Now, from what I'm hearing, so many people have. It was actually nobody wanted to move there like 5-6 years ago. Now, with so many people moving there, all the land prices have shot up over in the Ozarks. Yes, 8 represents finances, money. For the positive, absolutely. But it also, on the flip side, represents karma as well. Karma. And that's just the part I want to warn people about. It's going to be a karma year next year. Look at P. Diddy. He trying to give back people masters, right? He feel guilty. Whatever it is, he got something on his mind. He feel like he need to create some dharma. You know what I'm saying? So yes, fam, I'm about to get ready and get out of here. Is a trust or a nonprofit better? A trust is always better. But if you're smart, you can merge it together, the trust and the nonprofit. I did my first trust, y'all, in 2015. That's when I opened my first trust. And that was my tribal trust. When I created my tribe, I literally set up my whole trust back then, since 2018. That's how old the KOE is. Don't think I just started the KOE tribe. The KOE tribe been around since 2018, in case you didn't know that. And we do have our own manual coming out, our Kyoto manual coming out. It's called the Divine Program of the Kyoto Salagi. I just wrote that book. It's about a 70-page book, just explaining our customs, our laws, the things that we expect in a tribe. All that's coming out very soon. I just finished that book, so that'll be out very soon. Yeah, and we have a protection medallion coming out, y'all. So protection medallion will be out probably the top of December, right? So I want to say this too. I'm grateful. I want to say thank you for everybody who has been giving me the beautiful testimonials, man. And you know what's the funny thing is everybody's saying the same thing. They feel so peaceful. It's like a sense of peace when they wear the medallion. So I'm grateful. Thank you guys for believing in it, and it is powerful. I wear mine pretty much every day. And we have a protection medallion coming out next year, strictly, and I'm creating it because I know what's happening next year. So we're gonna have one strictly for protection. It will be extremely powerful, protecting from demons, negative spirits, and I'm really excited about it. It's gonna come out probably sometime next month. All right. Either way, it'll be out. I'll let you guys know. And like I said, I'm just here to help family. I'm here to help you guys grow. Don't sleep on my old videos. Go back and watch all my old videos. All that stuff is preparing you for now. A lot of that information, family, is still relevant. All of it is relevant still. Even the ones even though they took like 12 of my videos off of there, go to my Rumble. And even if they take it off of YouTube, they won't take it off of Rumble. So go to my Rumble. It's Brother Yosef on Rumble. I'm finally on TikTok. I didn't like TikTok for a long time, but I finally got on TikTok. Bro Yosef, I think Bro Yosef 0 on TikTok. Yeah, I'm Bro Yosef 0 on TikTok. So yes, family. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. Always a pleasure being in here. I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta go take care of some things myself, and we'll get back on here very soon and do another Q&A, family. I hope this is a good video for you guys. I hope I answered some questions that helped you guys, and we will talk again in the next video. All right, peace, family. Peace and love.